Beautiful day, isn't it?
A little hot, but
So we got a cleat up here, block here. This is the windlass, and this is how they pulled their anchor up. But look, they got an electric one. The Danforth isn't very big.
it's all self-guided. Feel free to ask any questions. There are signs posted just about every spot.
What do you think about this rigging?
Well, what would you like to know? Yeah. About right. We draft 7 feet. Our hull is made of Brazilian ironwood. It's farmed local to the village in Brazil where the ship was built by the same family.
Ironwood, you say?
Ironwood, yes. We've actually got a sample of it over here.
I'll be dang. How long will it stay in that position that way?
So
Does water bother it much?
not much. All of our hull is almost all of it's original, aside from minor repairs that we do. And the ship's been sitting here for a long time. So she's been sitting in the water for 15 years.
Columbus left 39 of those men from the Santa Maria.
Okay.
And those are the ones that lost their lives. Presumably they lost their lives. The Falkland part and everybody was gone.
So, 30, everyone had a job. Is that right? You had
Correct.
cooks.
There have been 4 people responsible for the tiller.
Okay.
They traded on and off between that and one. Other men would have been responsible for rigging. There would have been a cook. There would have been a doctor. There would have been a first mate. There would be officers that told the people what to do. And the boy that would ring a bell. And there would have been an 8-year-old boy below deck that actually fed the horses and the cows and pigs and sheep and other animals. And cleaned up after them and did everything. Everybody had a job.
How much headroom do you have downstairs?
I don't know, I don't even know, but it's substantial, captain.
Yeah. Okay.
This ship was built larger. This would have been shorter, this would have been a head knocker for me, and it was 4 feet below original.
Okay.
But they used it for, it wasn't so much quarters, it was a dry place to have charts and the maps and his logs.
Okay.
Because he was tracking all this activity, so he knew where they went. They didn't have any idea how big the world was. They didn't even know North American continent existed. They didn't know how far it was around the world, but they did know how far latitude was. They just didn't know longitude. Instruments they had of the day didn't determine latitude. Okay. It wasn't until the sextant was developed many years later that they actually could spot any place you were on the globe with the stars.
Okay.
So,
Wow, this is really something.
yeah, that's cool.
You've ever been downstairs?
No, I'm a deckhand. Only the captain goes down there. That's
Is
the
that
captain's
right?
quarters. Yeah. His dog. I suppose somebody else on the ship's been down there. I haven't.
Huh. That's interesting.
Well,
I would think out of curiosity, you just go down.
No, not from your word, man. The captain tells me what I don't doubt disobey his orders.
Okay, okay.
The man who's the captain, that guy right out there in the tent. Not right now. That's the first mate. The captain was out there. Maybe you saw him when you first came on. His father is the one that developed the foundation and raised the funding that built the original ship.
Okay.
And then his father passed away, and he's been the captain ever since.
Wow. This is really something.
The rest of us are volunteers.
Okay.
I had the distinction of telling people I'm the youngest crewman on this ship.
Oh, you are?
70 years old, but I'd only been on for 10 days. Now today, I'm not the youngest anymore. We got an 18-year-old guy who's a young man who hasn't graduated from high school. He works at Golden Corral for his father, and his father gave him a month off, and so he's our cook. So now we don't cook our own meals anymore.
Can I assume they get heat food?
We have, some people want to look down below. There's nothing authentic down there anymore. We have a galley with microwave, coffee pot. We have a heat pump and pump water. You see water come out of the side of the ship. We're pumping water out of the river through a heat pump, taking heat or cooling out of that, heat and cool the ship. There's air conditioning up there right now.
Oh, there is?
Yeah, we keep it air conditioned, and we got bunks on the side that we never. There's bunks on the side, and called a settee. It goes along the side here.
So this is another way to get down?
Yeah.
Huh, so you there or here?
This is separate from that.
Oh, this is separate?
Yeah, there's a wall between the two.
Oh.
The ship is broken into sections. There's that flooding.
Okay.
There's actually a hatch between them with
Okay,
a
yeah.
wheel that locks it shut.
Kind of like the Titanic?
Yeah, the bow of the ship has a place like that, where it goes up real small. If you were to ram the bow or something, if that's something that could leak, you could contain that water. The rest of the ship, between the foremast and the mainmast right here is our living quarters. Behind the mainmast, back to that block that's holding the mast up, is the galley, the full width.
Okay.
It's all modern. There's nothing authentic. If you go down there, I mean, the ceiling looks similar, but the rest of it, we got LED lights. I mean, we got nothing.
Okay.
Nothing down there looks like it should, like a toilet would have. And no men would have been down there. It's just been animals.
Okay.
Back in the day.
Now, how many different compartments did you say there were?
I don't know that for sure. There's at least 4.
Okay.
Maybe more.
Typical of what? Oh, this is how will they have ladders?
There would have been a ship ladder come straight down. There would have been planks. That would be wrong. The ladder would be straight up.
Okay.
And the Niña was built that way because the guests came. Right.
Okay.
We do that. Whenever we go through locks, we take the lines loose on one side, take all the lines loose. All the lines are holding together. These all come on. And then we rotate that yard so that it's straight with the ship so that we can get through the lock. Because that sticks out past the side. When you go down, you actually hit that. You hit that on the side. So we swing them both straight, get through the lock, then we square the yards back up. Re-rig all these ropes.
Are these ropes about the same size as the
No,
original?
oh yeah, I suppose. I mean, I would imagine they're appropriate size. They're all called lines. Actually, on a ship, they're called a line instead of a rope. They're actually ropes until they're in use, I guess, but they're lines. So we have spare lines and We have plenty of lines on the ship to take care of everything we need. And actually, 2 months if the ship goes into shipyard in Bahia La Batre near Mobile, Alabama, they would do repairs. You can see that the pine tar's worn off again. So that would all get recovered. Deck planks would get replaced in fact.
Well, they replaced it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, these aren't original pegs. Originally, they would use pegs. You take that caulk and we have screws. So we can just pull a screw up, put a new plank in.
Alright, ready to go get your hat?
Too bad this thing doesn't sound.
Oh, the people just got fatter.
They just got that. There you go.
No, they had barrels like that barrel there when they ran out of food. When they ran out of food, they would put it back up in salt water.
Oh, okay, so whatever the food, whatever came out, something else went back in there just to keep it down. Okay, wow.
And they had anchors. They had
What? What?
Pretty impressive. What's that little gadget you got?
Camera.
Oh, that's cool.
The cleats on the side to keep from being blown overboard. Nobody lost their life. Everybody made it. Everybody survived.
It is, it is. How many minutes were there on this? It is. Okay, one more. Yeah, I'm always doing it for summertime fun.
So when we're in the river, we don't do clear sailing. We still use these like this. But when we get out to the Gulf, the East Coast,
And are you on this boat just all the time? time? Is this your job?
So it's a volunteer position.
Okay.
Our captain covers room and board for us. He covers all of our grocery costs. We don't have rent that we pay. Most of us only pay a phone bill.
Experience. You're doing it for the experience.
Experience, and we make tips at the end of every night.
Where's the kitchen at?
Our kitchen, we're standing right above it. Yes. Yeah, so down these stairs, to our right are our bunks. We've got a bench and a dining table on this side, and then our kitchen is right here.
Pretty deep down there. Did you ever get scared?
Nope, I've not been scared yet. I trust these guys. These guys have been doing it a long time than I have. I put my life in their hands. They put theirs in mine because I couldn't.
The wheel. They don't have the sign there. This is used for lowering and raising.
So the halyard line, the yard is the horizontal beam that holds the sails. It's connected to this mast via a set of beads that allow it to rotate and go up and down without causing friction. So we use that line to actually bring that yard down if you need to do maintenance, if you need to attach a new sail. You can just bring that yard right down on this pole.
Big.
Yes.
Alright, that's the time. We can go those out and drill and pop that one over there and replace that.
It amazes me you have to take these things out. Well, they must have some huge support down there.
It just sits on the
Yeah,
right
on the
down
bottom of the
right
ship.
down the ship, yeah.
I mean, there must be something to keep it from. I mean, they must have extra support.
Well, there's,
down
yeah, just like that block that this is attached to. Go down below, you can see that block comes down. It's solid between the beams. So instead of there being beams like this, it's solid all the way to the bottom of the beam. So there's a great big block in there. Underneath that, that's actually. Okay, so there's a block about this big, all the way around it.
Okay.
That attaches between the beams.
Is this one piece of wood or is it laminated?
Last one, it just cracks like that.
Oh, it's just been filled with.
Yeah.
All right.
And that's actually not a recommended thing, but we do it. It helps preserve the life of it a little bit. This is a Brazilian pine. It's not. It sounds kind of hollow, but it's actually a very soft wood. It's flexible. It will bend with the wind. But it's actually it's a log. It's a tree. Yep.
It just looks
And all
almost
the-
laminated
yeah, all
there,
the
you know.
All the checkered lines are. We wouldn't have enough strength if it's laminated. All the checkered lines are just cracks in it from flexing. The wood, the thing flexes constantly. A live tree won't do that. A live tree has got rings that go around and it won't crack vertically too badly unless it's a severe storm. Once the wood's dead, you take it off and now the wood's prone to cracking. So that'll get replaced someday. This ship is 18 years old. I think that's original. There are new planks in the ship you can see various places. You can see some old ones up there. Those two need to be replaced. Next time it goes in the dock, those will get replaced.
Now, when you're going up and down the Ohio, you just use the engines.
Yeah, you have to use engines all the time in the river.
Okay.
There's no room to tack.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
And you'd have times like today, there's not enough wind to really sail you well. And you'd be barges coming, you got to get out of the way.
Oh, okay.
And even if you had a perfect wind, and you would send them straight from that wind, because you got the wind. It's not from this ship, it's from a Spanish galleon that's dredged up in Pensacola, Florida by a fisherman. And he offered to donate it to several museums that they had in Frankfurt, so he donated it to us. Now it's obviously been refurbished. The cross beam is not original. And you'll see a flag bolt in it. That's not original.
Okay.
This other part not original. You see that chain and this wire.
Oh, yes.
It goes up to hold this main mast. We can't afford to lose the main mast. We've got all these shroud lines holding the mast sideways, but we only have one line holding it this way. If that was a rope and it broke, we'd lose the mast. So we use a wire cable. It's just safer. Any parts like this that are metal, those metal parts are not original, those
Yes.
have all been wood. Everything would be wood. Of course, it wouldn't last as long. It would require more maintenance. And so some of these parts that are not too far variant from what it originally looked like are put in there to make it last longer, be easier to maintain. This bolts all the way through that whole plank. You know, it's a long bolt with a nut on the bottom, and the whole plank we have to rip off. And it's very sturdy because of that. If you fasten the cleat to the surface of the cleat, you would want cleats like, well, that's a cleat. And those ones that hold that are a cleat. This is a cleat. Wooden cleats on the side here. We have some metal cleats. The metal cleats are all non-original. That's not an original cleat. Obviously, it didn't have hinges. You know, all those parts we didn't have latches. Those parts are made to make it work for us. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
It doesn't detract too much from the original appearance of the ship.
No, they got a color.
Yeah.
Stuff.
Once these shroud lines are tight, they're never adjusted, right?
No, they get loose.
Do they just stretch,
No,
or?
they get loose. Yeah, they stretch. And of course, we just have to. In fact, since I've been on the ship, just see, I got on here June 12th, so about 2 weeks ago or a week ago, these lines were all taken loose one at a time and tightened these lines up because they were getting loose.
Well, is that just the line stretching then,
Well,
or does the wind
yeah,
flexing
it's
make
probably
them?
stretching. You know, heat, the sun causes contraction, moisture causes
Yeah.
sweat and stretch things. This is an artificial material. This is like polyester. Most of the other lines on the ship are more original, jute or cotton ropes or something. But these main lines here, in order for them to last a long time, they've been made out of polyester. So they would have originally been a line just like that, just coated in pine tar, which is very messy. So it's much better for us using a black polyester line. I mean, so they made adaptations to more modern materials. But when any lines start wearing out, they repair them. I mean, they will replace the lines that are worn because we don't want to have to climb up there to replace those lines. We can do it, but we don't want to have to do that. So once a year, when it sits in a shipyard for 2 months, where they make all the repairs that it needs.
So these here lower the sail then?
Yeah.
They don't ever have to climb up there then?
No, you don't have to climb up there. It goes through a pulley.
They don't put reef knots around the sail or anything? Just pull it all up there?
Yep. Pull the line.
Now, but when back in the olden days, though, did they have these lines also where they would lower them? And,
Yeah.
oh, that's how the. Oh, so always.
This is just how it was. Right here.
Is that right?
Yeah. So you have these pins that are holding the lines. You take them off. You slack them up. You can lower that entire sail down. Obviously, we can't do that in the river. If there was wind and we did it, it could rip the anchor lines right off, break them right off.
Okay. Well, I always thought that the guys on the ship were always up there, but not so. They were down
The only
here.
people that owned the ship up there was on the Santa Maria, had a crow's nest.
Yes.
Much taller. They had men that come. And you'll see on that model, they had lines made on the ladder.
Now, who would decide? You know, because you're tacking into tell do this and do that.
The first mate had that job. I don't know if that's for sure. The captain didn't direct it through that way.
Yeah.
He actually was Italian.
It would have been first mate who would make all those decisions. First mate and navigators.
Okay.
So do they use this line to turn the sail, or don't they ever turn the
Turn the
sail?
yard.
Well, the yard. Well, the sail's attached
We
to the
do
yard.
that. We take all those lines loose, we loosen them on both sides, and we turn the yard to go through a lock.
All right.
Because you can't have them hanging out over the side of the ship. So we turn those lines.
But when you're sailing, do the sails ever?
Yeah, they can be turned. Yeah, you can turn them up to 60 degrees, which allows you to pick up wind at different angles.
This is our shoot line.
Yeah, we just keep them straight.
This pulls the sail down. The brace line's up there.
Now you said that always.
The most outside line. You see?
But
I got it. Yeah, I got
So the
you.
brace line goes up to the race.
So that one up there is turning it.
from Pinta or the Niña?
Way ahead.
Oh, that's because. Okay. There was just somebody on deck
So
standing up in
there's
front or
a
something.
brace line.
Much faster ship than this one.
Four men.
Oh,
Four sail,
they were
4
way
yards.
Yeah.
It's right over
Cannon
here.
was used to signal between them, but they found something where they would fire the cannon.
So it's pretty loud and a big wind, huh? And all this creaking like that.
Yeah, a little bit. You gotta just untie the other brace line, and then it's pretty easy to move. But when you brace the yards, you have to have every line loose. Like the sheets, the tacks, lift lines, the knot lines, the glue lines, everything. Almost.
So they had 26 years. That includes water, the wine ration that they would have had to.
What about did they catch fish on the way too?
They wouldn't have needed to. They could have, but they wouldn't have needed to.
The expedition.
Right here. Thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome. Could they eat the food or cook the food or did they?
Yes. So up at the front, at the bow of the ship, they would have had a metal box called a fogan. That fogan had sand at the bottom, and then you would build your fire on top of that sand, and then you would hang. Yeah, so you could catch your deck on fire. And then you would hang a metal pot over the fire, and you typically get one hot meal a day. It was usually some kind of stew or boiled mash, something like that. And then all of your other rations were sea biscuit, which is a type of very low moisture bread, almost like concrete.
Something you made every day?
Something they made before they left. So sea biscuit could last a year if kept dry. It's essentially what it is flour mixed with just a little bit of water, and then it's baked in a very low oven. So it dries out more than it bakes. It's very dense, and
They probably didn't have any butter or cream and stuff.
no.
Make it for boys. I like biscuits, I don't like real dry.
Yeah, no. I agree with you.
Hey, let's go up here.
Yeah.
Let's go see this way.
So all their mooring lines are tied with bowlines. And we got your typical four. I like to call it line 4, 3, 2, 1. That's your stern line and your two spring lines in your bow line. These spring lines keep it from sliding back and forth.
If you get a chance to tour the Pinta, you should do it. Thanks for watching another of Cam's adventures. Please like and subscribe and punch the notification bell. blessed day.